Master Guitar has asked me to inform you that you are not to engage the members of the cult. He would like you only to determine if the disciples of Ragnos are on the planet and using it as a base.
Now this mission is actually somewhat difficult, but I'll still only just finish up my force grip, which I'll actually need for the next mission, I should say for the last mission. Which also means that I was kind of wrong before when I said something about the difficulty about these levels. This is actually the most difficult one of them all. The last one is just the most fun one, so let's go with this one.
Drop your laser sword, Jedi, and maybe we'll spare your life. Or perhaps you'd like to take your chances. So, my Jedi friend, what do you think of our accommodations?
Why don't you come down here and find out?
Ah, feisty. Good. Good. I have a proposition for you. You see, it can get dreadfully dull around here, so I'm up for a bit of sport. I'm going to let you out. If you can make it back to your ship, you're free to leave. But if I catch you, I'll have to shoot you. After all, you are an escaped prisoner. Hopefully you'll prove more of a challenge than the bounty hunter I had to kill a few days ago. Of course, I've never hunted a Jedi before.
And if I refuse to play along?
Well, then you can rot in your cell. I'm sure someone might come looking for you, eventually. Let the games begin.
Hello and welcome to Let's Rot in Our Cell. Yeah, just kidding. Let's just instead play Jedi Academy properly. Except improperly, because, you know, we don't have a lightsaber. So now we're stuck with force powers and whatever we can scrunch around, because the weapon selection didn't matter at all. So, because we don't have none now, because he stripped us of all our gear. So, blaster rifle it is. So let's blast some dudes. I have to admit, I do forget that most of my force powers in this attempt of this level, but I don't know. I could have pushed him over or something, and I can steal everyone's weapons, and I don't remember that. I don't know. Maybe it's this first person. Also, that dude.
You Jedi certainly are quick.
Those stupid cutscenes interrupt me at the worst moments, and then he just blasts me with his overpowered weapon from afar, while I just, you know, can't really anticipate it because of the stupid cutscene, and that happens like 3 or 4 times in the level. That is the most annoying part. So, that really annoyed me, and just seeing it now really annoys me as well. But instead of healing up with force heal, I do, well, except this bit, I do remember that there's a health pack here, so I'd grab that first before I heal up the rest with force here. But man, stupid cutscenes. They get worse actually. No, not the cutscenes themselves, just the placement and timing.
Attention! We have an escaped prisoner inside the main garrison. Initiate security lockdown.
And still, I just get shot a bit and I don't remember any of my force powers. And instead I run away like a little girl and put on protection because, you know, that's all I could think of at the time. I don't know what was wrong with me. Picking all these force powers and looking forward to using them actually, only to waste all their potential. At least I see him coming in. And then I steal his gun. For some reason I had a bright flash of, you know, intelligence. Under all this moronity. Moronity? Yes, that is a word. Now. Don't get much shield. Don't get much shield. Wow. Get much shield. Tongue twister much? I don't know. Didn't even see that, just heard it activating, but you know, it still hit me. But not completely. I need security key. And yes I do, but how did I not pick that up yet? This is actually the level where I screw up the most in. And yeah, it'll get worse. Fair warning. I'm not sure if it's even entertaining, you know, because sometimes you screw up and it's very funny. Not this time. I don't know if it is. I just screw up. And I don't remember laughing. I suppose that's mainly because I know this game so well. So all that crap shouldn't happen, but all the crap that happens in here I can't anticipate. Because sometimes I actually skip this mission. Because it's kind of annoying. You don't have your lightsaber. You have to run around and shoot. So this way, this is the basically the only time you're watching me play a shooter again. And that cheap trick, I don't know how often I use it, but you'll see some more use out of it. And those don't explode, don't even bother. Power detonators, yay! Not that I'll use them ever, even once in this whole level. Because again, I'm not actually used to using equipment. I'm just used to using my lightsaber. And without it, I'm so useless. Ugh. Only can steal one gun at a time. Isn't that excellent? But now they all have no guns. Except they're running to get more. At least one of them is, I think. Why hasn't he grabbed one yet? And I miss all the time, but then again, that's this gun. You don't get to surrender. Didn't I just see a second silhouette of someone? And I'm looking... I think I'm looking for that specifically. Must have been elsewhere. I could go back and check, but... yeah. I mean, go back in the video, not in the game. Because I can't. I'm not playing right now. Always thought it funny
That should take care of the lockdown. Now, where's the hangar?
some guy has a desk with a huge switch on his, you know, desk on it. Very bad design. Interior design, I mean. And I think I saw them earlier in Force Vision and wondered where they were. Must have been them. Yeah, all these doors open up now. These elevators both go to the same place. We are going, you know, round. And, you know... funny, I saw the shield recharge thing through the wall. Which is the only reason I found this secret. Which again is a somewhat obvious secret because you can see it through the crack there, but meh. Then again, I saw it in Force Vision. But then again, I said that a lot. This is the way we have to go anyway. So, gee, let's all wonder what's gonna happen now. The wall blows up, no way. Who saw that coming? What was I looking for there? I don't even know. Blow out the window on the other side, because that's where we have to go. And we should somewhat hurry, hence the force speed. Because, and I'm not looking to the left, but you know, you can see it in here.
Who's there?
ATSDs. Or at least one outside. And I don't really want to deal with him. And for some reason, you know, I didn't see that impact inside, so I thought it was more of a, that the glass was still there. So I'm trying the door, which is booby-trapped, and they do expect you to run into that around the corner. I don't. So, where does this door open? Nobody knows. I didn't know. I don't know. And it's kind of pointless. Let's just carry on and go upstairs anyway. Which, as we can see, as we can see nothing. I think that helps at least. So, the roll didn't work because I'm not sure it works in first person. But, good thing that he shot me, because now I finally noticed that the window is actually blown out. Blown out? Blown in? Blown up. So I could have gone in here all along. And pull the switch already, will ya? And yeah. Berating myself for not knowing or noticing that. Pointless little cutscene for opening a door. I don't know why. Because sometimes they do that and sometimes they don't. So it's not even because then the player knows which door to open. Because if they don't do it, how do they expect you to know it then? Quick save because I know this area. Except I do not know that the cutscene interrupts me again.
You're doing well, Jedi. Too well. It's time to end this game.
And I barely have any force power because I activated, I think, speed and protection or sight and protection. And it deducted the force power from me, but didn't keep the powers on because of the freaking cutscene. Second time the cutscene screwed me over. And down, sort of debating where exactly to go and what to do. And trying to stay in cover because, you know, that fat bastard keeps shooting me. I know that's the point of him, but it's in an annoying place and I'm still mad about the cutscene. Stealing all my force power. Of course now I have it back, so what does it matter? And I forget that you can't move while zoomed in, so you really don't have any chance at shooting at him. So, would you just go? So I do finally find the... And, again, I was gonna murder all those stormtroopers and instead the cutscene interrupts me. And I'm surprised by how many shots they take. Either this gun is crappy, or they really have an extraordinary amount of health. And that doesn't do anything because the spread is insane, so sniper time it is, but not 3 charge shots. It's a waste of ammo, sort of. Except I didn't notice that it was 3 stormers standing behind you. And now I'm trying to bait the ATST. Or at least play tennis with him. You know, force tennis with rockets. Because that works so well. Well, I get that one and then get hit by that and underestimate the splash radius of that and and that ATST just refuses to walk towards me, which I think he actually normally does. I don't know. I don't have a different version, but how many versions could there be? But for some reason he doesn't want to come to me, so he can screw off even though he just took off like 150 hit points, shield and health included, or something. That didn't count. What use is a cloaking device anyway, if it is really, really loud? And again, look at how many shots they take. And I stood there on purpose. I was trying to die actually, to see if... Oh, I do die. I didn't know that. But, he just...
Everything's under control.
He just took a gazillion shots to the face and didn't die. Luckily I remember that the checkpoint was right there. This time it's lucky that the checkpoint is right there. Also, if you're so cheap and can take 1,000,000 hits, look at that again. Then I'm so cheap and pull you onto the ground. which doesn't seem to help much, because I have just extraordinary amounts of health. Almost walked past these because for once their cloaking field did something. It slightly confused me for a second. And again, standing still because I'm amazed at how much damage they can just absorb. That or this gun is really quite crap. Oh yeah, at this point I'm also always confused because I can never quite remember how to get into the how did he lose his gun? Into the hangar that we have to go into. Also testing how good exactly Force Grip 3 now is, and it's quite enough to kill these guys. So they can absorb shots, but not the raw power of the Force, I suppose.
Who did that?
Who did what? I don't even know why he's asking that. But hey, I found the hangar, or at least one of them. Because it's not the one I'm actually ever always looking for. At least those guys die fast. And so does he. With 2 headshots though. You know, trying to aim for the heads. Now, briefly. But it doesn't last long. The secondaries seem to do a bit more. And I don't know who actually shot me. I don't think I ever find him. So it's entirely possible that it's just the guys inside shooting the windows because they see me. Pointless as that is. And I also don't know why that killed that dude. It was just a secondary blast and I didn't even hit him directly. I am just confused as all hell. I have no idea how the guns work in this game because you don't ever use them. But hey, at least we opened the hangar doors. Now to find that hangar. And that is the one I sometimes have trouble finding. Even though it's not... Actually, no, it's not. I don't know which hangar I always have trouble finding because it's neither of them. This hangar though. Boss fight arena.
Well played. Tragically, I can't allow you to tell anyone about my little operation. Farewell, Jedi.
And he just blasts you from afar, which is why I put on protection, but that is actually a bad idea, because now my force powers don't regenerate, and I'm jumping all the time, because I have to. I can't exactly take the stairs, I'm not even sure there are stairs up to him. No, looking around the room, there aren't. And I ran out of force power. Need to turn off my protection. Completely unprotected back here. And instead I just get knocked about. And once you get knocked down, you're so dead. That was actually quite annoying. And I have to oh, right. I never quick saved. So I had to redo that again in God mode. And I had to redo that like 3 times. And once I noticed I had God mode still on, which was duh. Because I just went through it to get past everything again. And yeah, now I'm regenerating my force power here just to be able to get up there. And still to make the mistake of putting on force power force protection way too early. But I can sort of hide down there until he rounds. Oh, he doesn't round the corner. And now I'm trying to shoot him with everything I've got, sort of. And then I remember I have force powers, so let's just use them for crying out loud. It doesn't kill him, so I should have shot him while he was down. Instead, I'll just do that. And that is how you win.
It seems I underestimated you.
Cheaply, with force powers.
We've informed the Republic of the Hidden Remnant operation, and they should be there to clean it up soon. Too bad Rax didn't have any useful info. I'm proud of how you handled yourself, Jaden. Well done. Luke's coming up with a plan for tracking down the disciples of Ragnos, but it may take some time. If you want, you can take one more mission. Otherwise, meet us in the audience chamber.